Wow, just wow. Listen, another generational talent on our hands. Sekou Kone, the young 18-year-old midfielder who just joined Manchester United, has been added in the 25-man Premier League squad for Manchester United. Listen, United consider him a big, important talent for both for the present and for the future. Listen, what's happening at Man United? Ineos are cooking. Clearly, this is Dan Ashworth at work. Listen, this boy was signed from a Malian club, a club from Mali, directly from Mali straight to Manchester United in the Premier League squad at 18, born in 2006. Guys, it's insane. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to the United Sport. What a day! I've got to preview the game. I've got to tell you a bit of news, but for me, this is the most exciting story of the day. The preview of the game, we know what Erik Ten Hag needs to do. He knows what he's got to do, what we are waiting for. But I want to tell you, spare a moment and tell you just a little bit about this boy Sekou Kone and his game. What makes him special? Stick with me, please. Like, share, and subscribe. Stick with me. I promise you'll love it. Listen, Sekou Kone is such a baller. In fact, I'm worried. I love Kobe, but I'm afraid this boy might be better than Kobe. Are you going to say it? I'm afraid this boy might just be close. Okay, let me say at the same level with Kobe. And I'm going to tell you the details why. Don't say, well, I'm too excited. In terms of raw talent, this boy, first of all, when is the last time you had a player signed from Africa, not even young, whichever age, signed directly from Africa into Manchester United in the first team? Tell me. I'm waiting. Give me one name of a player, even if it's not Man United, any player who was signed directly from Africa to a big club in the English Premier League. Give me one name. I'm waiting. That shows you it is difficult for a player to be molded and made in Africa and sign for a club like Manchester United. This boy is only 18. He has already convinced the jury that he's fit enough to be in the Premier League squad of the biggest football club in the world at a time like this when the pressure is so high, the demand for results is so high. Trust you me, there is something about him that you need to see. Now, what have I seen in his game? Sekou Kone, first of all, is a beautiful tackler. That is one. He's a holding midfielder, but he's a bit different from the profile of Kobe. And again, I'm going to talk about him in relation to Kobe because we want to see them play next to each other. And they are in the same age. They are both generational talents. They are both players we certainly love as Man United. But this boy is more forward going. He's more direct. When he gets the ball, his first instinct is to try and beat his men, covering yards going up front. Kobe can at times play short, easy, simple passes to the sides, even advanced passes, but not really those aggressive passes that quickly carry the team in front. Not that he can't do it, but he's a more calm. He spends a little more time on the ball and in almost the same space. This boy is direct forward. He reminds me, he reminds me of two players. He reminds me a bit of Yaya Toure. When Yaya Toure was still playing deep, whenever I would get the ball, his first instinct with his long legs, because this boy is also a bit tall, with his long legs, he would just think of beating off men while he's going forward. You know those progressive midfielders who get the ball and run forward, not sideways, not backwards. The first instinct when he gets the ball is to go forward. That's Sekou Kone. That's a very important attribute. It gives the team directness. That is one. Two, his long-range passing is second to none I've seen in a long time. I think the last player in Man United who was as good as I've seen this boy when it comes to long-range passing was Paul Pogba. This boy's long-range passing is insanely good, and he's only 18. And I'm trying to show you the things that make him a player who Man United are excited to bring quickly into the senior team. And trust you me, he will be getting minutes this season because he's just good. He's just good. You look at our midfield now, and he actually adds a lot of depth to it. And I understand now why Man United were not rushing to try and bring back Sofiane Amrabat from Fiorentina, because there is a lot of potential in this kid. He's insanely good. They signed him for only 1 million, but I'm telling you, what a bargain that was. And of course, it's Africa. This is again an African club. They will not really overprice a young player like that. But this boy is worth a lot more than that. I'm hoping Guida's FC in Mali still have a percentage of him. And usually that's how it is with young players. But he is insanely good. Wait for what you'll see come out of him very soon. He has been included in the 25-man squad for Manchester United. He has got a very delicate touch. He's just beautiful to watch. His tenacity in the tackles, everything about him is impeccably good. And I'm imagining him next to Kobe with his directness. Kobe playing now advanced because the future of Man United, Kobe is going to be more advanced as a 10. He shoots at goal as well, by the way. This boy is complete. I love him. I love him. I'm excited. Now, just to give you some more news before I forget to go into the preview of the Southampton game, the early kickoff tomorrow. Tyrell Malaysia, according to Eric Ten Hag, will soon be back. His progress is impeccably going on well, and he will soon be back. They are just trying to motivate him now to get into the mental space of being able to play and having that hunger and desire. Remember, he was the first senior player to arrive at Man United in 2022 when Eric Ten Hag joined the club. So he finds him extremely talented. As a raw talent, he's a natural, and they feel it will be easy for him to get back if his mentality is set right. So that's what they're trying to do with him. When it comes to the body, they feel he's ready. They just want to slowly reintroduce him back into his teammates, and soon that will be happening. And Eric has come out to confirm that, guys, the full house is a reality, and soon we will be surviving it. Beautiful stuff there going on with Man United. So for me, I just needed to make it clear that Man United has got a generational talent. Terry Malaysia is soon returning. Now let's get into the preview. Manuel Ugarte, of course, we hope he does start this game. I've several times been here telling you about my Pro squad, my Pro 11 with Ugarte in. I will not go back and keep repeating myself, but I want to think honestly that if Eric Ten Hag doesn't start Ugarte at Southampton, he's going to really invite a lot of pressure on him if it doesn't end well. So my feeling is he will play him. I've got the proper feeling because I was made to understand that he trained well today. I was made to understand that his last training was impressive. He looks sharp and fit. He looks ready. That is at least to according to some people at Carrington that I try to speak to. So that's for me a good sign. So it's up to Eric Ten Hag now to do the right thing and play him. Now, how then is he going to deploy him? Is he playing him as part of a double pivot, or is he going to be a single pivot? I think logic dictates that Eric Ten Hag will first try his method, bring him and see if he can man that role. If not, he will adjust. But regardless, I feel for me that there is going to be a semblance of order in the middle, and that will give us more time to enjoy the flow of our attackers, because we've got exciting, hungry attackers in there. The Garnachos of this world, the Joshua Zirkzees who opened his account with the Dutch national team, the Amad Diallos of this world. My feeling for me is that the arrival of Manuel Ugarte, they're probably all excited to see him on the pitch as they want now to open up their game. Kobe himself will open up a bit more if he's playing with Ugarte behind him. So my expectation in my starting 11, definitely Andronena in goal, left back, I think Diogo Dalot will still play there. Central defense, I think Delete and Lisandro Martinez, without a shadow of a doubt. On the right, I think it will still be Nusal Mazraoui. In the middle, Manuel Ugarte and Kobe plus Bruno. Up top, Joshua Zirkzee, Ahmad, and Garnacho. That's for me is my starting 11, and my prediction of that game is going to be a very convincing win. Joshua Zirkzee scoring a brace in that one. I expect a goal from Kobe and Bruno. So it's going to be a 4-something win for Man United. Perhaps 4-1 or 4-0. That's my prediction of the game. Let me know what you think by dropping down a comment. I'll catch you later, fam. Sekou, Kone, Kone, Sekou, Sekou, bienvenue. Bienvenue, he's French. He speaks French. I mean, Malayans speak French, so we probably got to figure out how we're going to say bienvenue when Sekou Kone makes his United debut.